Welcome to Prenatal Yoga. The first trimester of pregnancy can be full of mixed emotions, from the excitement of meeting your new baby to the fear of becoming a first-time parent, and also full of increasing hormones, as your body's increasing some of the hormones it will need for postpartum. Estrogen and progesterone peak around week 32, and your estrogen levels are the highest they will ever be during this trimester. In this trimester, you might notice a lot of swelling around your ankles and feet. This can be related to the lymphatic system. And estrogen may also play a role because it's directly involved in synthesizing a hormone related to salt and water retention. Late in your pregnancy, women can also experience acid reflux or heartburn because progesterone has relaxed the sphincter at the base of the esophagus, allowing food and stomach acid to travel back up. Meanwhile, relaxin helps to loosen those pelvic muscles toward the end of pregnancy to prepare for delivery. Prolactin, a hormone that stimulates the development of your breast tissue to prepare for lactation, ramps up in this trimester. And doctors don't know exactly what triggers labor, but it's thought to be a complex cascade of events, including a rise in the hormone oxytocin and a drop in progesterone. In fact, if you need to be induced, your doctor may give you Pitocin, which is a synthetic oxytocin. Oxytocin also produces the contractions your body needs to eliminate the placenta post-birth. Oxytocin and estrogen help release prostaglandins, which may also soften the cervix to prepare for birth, and relaxin ramps up the loose ligaments and further softens and opens the cervix. Today I'll share 6 yoga poses which are ideal for women in the third trimester. Before we begin, have on hand a few blocks, a cushion, a blanket, and a bolster. Let's begin an easy pose to center and connect with your growing baby. Take a comfortable seat. Use a cushion to elevate your seat if the knees are higher than your hips. Sitting on a bolster or block will help keep your hips comfortable and relaxed so you can focus on your baby. Manually rotate your thighs inwards, back and apart to widen your sitting bones. Now settle your pelvis on the earth. Release any tension. Bring one hand to your heart and the other to your baby. Breathe. Grow tall through the spine. Release any tension. Our breathing for this practice is Ujjayi Pranayam. There's a soft toning of the epiglottis at the back of your throat to create a whisper sound, as if to fog a mirror. Try making the sound as you exhale. Now close your lips, breathing in and out through the nose, keeping the soft toning in your throat that you created with the fogging sound. Inhale, expand the breath from the bottom of the belly and the pelvic floor to the middle torso, widening your ribs, and to the top of your chest, and even all the way up to the crown of your head. Exhale from the crown all the way back to the bottom of the pelvic floor. Make it fluid. Every inhale, fill your belly, making lots of space for your little one. And with every exhale, draw your baby in and up into a cozy abdominal hug as you empty fully. Continue for 5 more deep breaths. Now fold your hands together in front of your heart and let's set an intention for our pregnancy journey during this trimester. May I cultivate mindfulness. May I be present moment to moment, breath by breath. May I be courageous and calm. May I cultivate a deeper connection to myself and my baby as it continues to grow and develop. Take a deep breath in. Now bow inwards to your heart. Release your hands. Please listen to your body, and at any point in your practice, if you feel like you need to pause and repose, take this child's pose. It helps you relax, turn inwards, and reconnect to your breath. So come into a table position, bring your toes to touch, and separate your knees slightly wider than your mat. Place a bolster or stack of pillows on the mat in front of you, and slowly lower your torso. Your chest should be completely comfortable and supported by the pillows, and ample room is left for your belly and your baby. Rest your hands on stacked fists and enjoy your breath here. Child's pose actually mimics a baby in the womb and is also a great resting pose in between contractions during labor. So just soften here. Direct your breath into your pelvis. Feel the breath rise up your spine, your back body. And then exhale back down your spine to your pelvis. Rising your breath and slowly letting go. Notice where you feel any tension and let it melt away with your exhalation. Now slowly rise up and come all the way up onto your feet for Goddess Cali's pose. Step your feet wide along the length of your mat, toes pointing outwards. Inhale, raise your arms up to the sky, palms come together. Exhale, bend your knees, palms to the heart. Inhale, take Abhaya Mudra, the gesture of fearlessness. Stay low in this pose for 5 deep cycles of your breath. Goddess pose will fire up your legs and help you harness the maternal vibrations of birthing women everywhere. The goddess Cali is often depicted in this pose giving birth to the universe. In this powerful pose, we build strength. And just watch what arises in the mind as you hold. Inhale, slowly rise back up. And step your feet back together. For this next pose, called Malasana, you'll need 2 to 3 blocks or a small stool. Step your feet a little wider than hip distance apart with the toes pointed slightly outwards. With your hands in prayer, breathe in, and as you breathe out, draw up through your pelvic floor. Keep your pelvic floor engaged, bend your knees, and let your hips lower toward the earth. And you can sit onto your blocks or your stool. Stay low in this pose for 5 cycles of breath as we work the pelvic floor. Inhale, let your pelvic floor relax and expand toward the earth as your belly expands. Exhale, pelvic floor lifts as you empty the breath. Inhale, relax and expand. Exhale, engage and lift. This is a very subtle movement of the pelvic floor And slowly relax your attention and transition to your back for bridge pose. Between a growing baby, your placenta, amniotic fluid, and additional water retention throughout the body, your pelvis and lower back are bearing quite a load. This pose will help elevate your hips, temporarily alleviating pressure in the pelvic bowl. From a lying position, bend your legs. Place your feet close to your buttocks at a hip-width distance. Use a block between your knees. Place your arms on the floor on either sides of your waist in robot arms. Press down into the earth with your elbows and slowly lift your hips as you hug into your block. Press your head into the mat so your neck has a curve and isn't flat. Extend now from the crown and shoulders, creating a long line to your thighs, lengthening through your thighs. Breathe. You can continue the pelvic floor movement with each breath if you like. Inhale, let your pelvic floor relax and expand as your belly expands. And then as you exhale, pelvic floor lifts as you empty the breath. Try it for 2 more rounds. Inhale, relax and expand your pelvic floor. Exhale as you breathe all the breath out, engage and lift your pelvic floor. Now slowly lower your hips back down to your mat. Pause and feel. Our last pose before relaxing in Shavasana is legs up the wall. Resting with your legs up the wall allows gravity to assist blood flow back to your heart and is known to reduce swelling in your feet and ankles. Place a bolster or folded blanket against the wall. Stack your knees and scoot your bottom as close to the wall as possible. Lie on your side and shimmy your booty back until it touches the wall. Extend your legs up about hip distance apart and relax. Place your hands on your baby and breathe. With each breath, send love and gratitude to your baby. Watch whatever arises in your mind as you take this time to connect and be present. If you notice any reoccurring thoughts of fear or anxiety, simply exhale them away with your breath. Breathing in a calm sense of confidence and even courage. Gently breathe in and out. So we'll transition now to Shavasana. Roll onto your left side. Keep the relaxed and connected feeling you've created as you transition. Today we'll take Shavasana on our side, and this is everyone's favorite pose. This side-lying version of Shavasana is a classic position for prenatal yoga practice and another great option for relaxation between contractions during your labor. So while on your left side, place a bolster in front of your hips. Keeping your left leg extended along the mat, bend your right knee and rest your leg on your pillow or prop. Place a pillow under your head. Cover up with your blanket. And make any small adjustments necessary before settling into stillness. Now give yourself permission to relax. Let your breath be natural. And with each exhalation, grow heavy onto the earth. Feel your body sinking as you surrender to gravity. As you breathe, let the breath wash like a wave, a calm wave on the ocean from the bottom of your feet all the way up to the crown of your head and back down to your feet. And with this image of the wave moving through you, washing away any thoughts that don't serve you, any fears, any doubts. And with this washing away comes a peaceful and calm mind. One that will serve you amidst any challenge that may come your way. Inhale, slowly bring your awareness back to your breath. Begin to move your body slowly as you transition to your seat. Again, if necessary, use a cushion to elevate your seat so your hips may be relaxed. Settle. Keep the relaxed feeling. Bring your hands together in front of your heart. And let's take a moment of gratitude for your practice today, for taking the time for yourself and your baby. Deep breath in. Bow inwards to your heart. Namaste.